My grandfather's house, where my father and mother and us lived here. No electricity at that time when I was born, only these lights, you see?
Oh, the lanterns.
Lamp things. And no water.
Did you have people just knocking on the door and saying, I've got a problem with my house, can you help me?
Yes, but they don't knock on the door. The ruler will be sitting here.
So what, the ruler would just sit outside waiting?
Yes, by that one, and his people will be here. So anybody coming to see the ruler will sit next to him and say.
And say that I need to have this done or I need to have that done?
Yeah.
Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is the Vice President and the Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and the ruler of Dubai. He is the driving force behind modern Dubai and the establishment of the UAE on the global stage. He is the third son of Dubai's ruling Maktoum family, who are descendants of the House of Fallacy. He studied at the Bell Educational Trust English Language School in the UK and then joined Mons Officer Cadet School in Aldershot. After his cadet training, he went to Italy to train as a pilot. He was made the head of the Dubai Police Force and the Dubai Defence Force by his father. Later, he became the first Minister of Defence of the newly formed UAE.
You know, I was lucky enough. I traveled with my father to Europe, England, and always my dream saying, roads, they have roads and they have building and, flags. And to me, that was my dream. Will we have that here, when this is my childhood? Between the Emirates, there was no road.
His elder brother appointed him as the Crown Prince of Dubai by signing 2 decrees. Subsequently, he became the ruler of Dubai. He was appointed as the Vice President of the UAE by the Federal National Council. He was also nominated as the Prime Minister of UAE. He was instrumental in the establishment of the Mohammed bin Rashid School of Government, Emirates Airlines, and iconic buildings such as Burj Khalifa. He has 9 sons and 14 daughters from 6 wives. Of his wives, Hind bin Maktoum bin Juma Al Maktoum, the mother of Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum, is considered to be the First Lady of Dubai.
And if the people are unhappy, how do you know? How do they tell you that they're unhappy?
They will tell me. They tell me, and...
But is there a form...
For example, this telephone, from 10 years ago to now, I haven't changed it. And everybody knows. The whole country knows my number.
Ordinary people, Emirati, knows your phone number and will ring you up.
Yeah, I have 2 numbers. One is private and one for the public. And Reem knows this.
Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, child and early life. He was born on July 15, 1949 in Al Shindaga, Dubai, Rushaya State, now the UAE, to Sheikh Rashid bin Said Al Maktoum and Lutifa bin Hamdan Al Nahyan. He is the third son of Dubai's ruling Maktoum family, who are descendants of the House of Al Fallacy. His mother was the daughter of the ruler of Abu Dhabi. He was privately tutored in Arabic and Islamic studies since he was 4 years old. Started his formal education in 1955 at the Al Ahmadiyya School and then moved to the Al Shaf School. He joined the Dubai Secondary School 2 years later. He was fond of horses as a child and often stopped by at the stable of his way to school. In 1966, he joined the Bell Educational Trust English Language School in the UK and then joined Mons Officer Cadet School in Aldershot. He graduated at the Best Commonwealth Student with the Sword of Honor. After his cadet training, he went to Italy to train as a pilot.
I mean, it was only 5-6 years ago that people were saying Dubai was finished. There was an economic crisis.
And yes, some papers said that, but it is our mistake. We did not answer. We did not say anything. But when the crisis, I was, it's a challenge and I know we'll overcome it. So therefore, I was happy with my life going on, and people say, why, how is he? Because I know Dubai is not finished and Dubai is back. Because it is Dubai. It's a challenge. And we are in Arabian Peninsula, every day is a challenge for us, every day. we have to face, you know. Challenge for the water, challenge to something to eat, and everyday challenge. So we take it as a challenge. When there is no challenge, everybody is a leader. Where is the difficulty or challenge, some will come through. And that's just a test for us to know.
Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum career. He was made the head of the Dubai Police Force and the Dubai Defense Force by his father when he returned to Dubai on completion of his military training. Soon the British forces withdrew from the crucial states. He became the first Minister of Defense of the newly formed UAE in December 1971. During this period, there were several skirmishes between rival tribes in a struggle for power. He was instrumental in defeating the coups against the ruler of the Emirates of Sharjah in January 1972. He was involved in negotiations when the flight JAL 404, hijacked by the Japanese Red Army, landed in Dubai in 1973. He was also involved in negotiations with the hijackers of KLM 861. He was also responsible for the Dubai Civil Aviation Authority. He was instrumental in the launch of the Dubai-based airlines Emirates in October 1985. Emirates later became the world's leading airline. His involvement with flying led him to inaugurate the first Dubai Air Show in 1985. The show remains witness to some of the biggest aircraft deals of the region every year. His elder brother Maktoum bin Rashid Al Maktoum appointed him as the Crown Prince of Dubai by signing 2 decrees in January 1995. Mohammed became the ruler of Dubai in January 2006 after the death of his brother. Subsequently, he was appointed as the Vice President of the UAE by the Federal National Council, and in February 2006, he was nominated as the Prime Minister of the UAE by the President Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. After the Prime Minister of his country, he made strategic reforms in the federation governance to achieve better coordination and planning in the social, economic, legislative, and judicial field at the federal and local levels. He released Vision 2021 in February 2010. It was a plan that was considered to be the masterpiece in terms of long-term strategy and national agenda. He announced the plan of Dubai Internet City, which soon became a technology hub and free trade zone that attract investments from across the globe. This led to the formation of Dubai Media City, a tax-free hub of media organizations. He also assisted in the formation of other hubs, such as the Dubai Healthcare City and Dubai Knowledge Village. He showed zero tolerance to corrupt and acted ruthlessly to weed out corruption from the system by targeting high-profile offenders, such as the head of Dubai Customs and government-owned real estate agencies. He founded the Mohammed bin Rashid Club Initiative to promote humanitarian aid and to bring about a change and improve the quality of life of the population of all over the world. He has initiated several programs that support over 130 million people in 116 countries. He is a strong supporter of the Palestinian cause against the Israeli occupation. He has often mentioned that the need to follow a two-state solution to bring about peace in the region and the need to address the Palestinian issue before normalizing relations with Israel. He has also made the large donations for the rehabilitation of Palestinians and Afghans in the war-torn regions.
I said this when I visited, I spoke in the Gulf University in Bahrain in 2004. And I said to the leaders of the Arab, change or you will be changed. I said that your people will look away from you.
Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum's major works. He has authored the publications My Vision, Challenges in the Race of Excellence. He has authored the publications My Vision, Challenges in the Race for Excellence, 2004, Poems from the Desert, 2009, Spirit of the Union, Lecture on the occasion of the United Arab Emirates 40th National Day, 2012, and Flashes of Tonight, Lessons in Life of Leadership from the Men Behind Dubai, 2015.
Dubai is back. And to say the whole world, we are here and Dubai loves you back. But if you say now, 20 years from now, if we still living, I cannot see what we are driving. My vision is to Dubai to be #1. And happiest nation, all that way. You know, we want to be number one.
Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum achievements. His major achievements in the political field are the establishment of the Mohammed bin Rashid School of Government and his drive against corruption. He was instrumental in launching Emirates Airlines and creating Dubai Port World, the Burj Khalifa and the Burj Al Arab, and two landmark constructions that have come up under his rule. Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, personal life and legacy. Sheikh Mohammed started writing poetry in Arabic as a young man and initially used pseudonyms to conceal his identity. He later founded the Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Center of Cultural Understanding to promote local culture. He also introduced the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Patrons of the Arts Award and the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Knowledge Award. He is known to have 9 sons and 14 daughters from the at least 6 wives. He got married to his first cousin Hind bin Maktoum Bel Juma Al Maktoum in 1979. She is the mother of Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum and is considered to be the first lady of Dubai. Among his other wives is Hayat bin Al Hussein, who is the daughter of King Hussein of Jordan. She has served 2 tenures as the president of the International Federation for Equestrian Sports and has represented Jordan in show jumping in the 2000 Summer Olympics. Trivia. Sheikh Mohammed owns a number of businesses which includes Dubai World and Dubai Holdings. His companies have ventured into real estate, logistics, finance, hospitality, and communications across the globe. He formed DP World by meaning Dubai Ports Authority and Dubai Ports International. The organization became a global player in the acquisitions of ports. Soon politicians in the US began to express their concerns about the company's acquisition of a number of US ports. The Burj Al Arab was constructed on the instruction of Sheikh Mohammed, who wished to make an iconic building that would house the world's most luxurious hotel. It is constructed on an island of Jumeirah Beach. The Burj Khalifa is the world's tallest building and was inaugurated by Sheikh Mohammed in January 2010. It is located in downtown Dubai, which also houses the world's largest shopping mall, the Dubai Mall. The Mohammed bin Rashid School of Government is a top-class academic and research institute in the field of administration that centers on the Arab world. It also maintains close relations with international institutions and organizes global conferences on administrations. Sheikh Mohammed is an international figure in the field of horse breeding and owns Dairy Stud, which is one of the biggest horse breeding centers in the world, with farms in the US, England, Ireland, and Australia. He initiated the Dubai World Cup, which is one of the most highly rated international horse racing events. He came under the criticism for encouraging enslavement of thousands of young boys as a jockey in camel races. He was implicated for allowing the use of highly toxic steroids for horse racing. He was also accused of abusing his daughters on multiple occasions.